Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we'll be going through the Sydney vs GWS game in which Laura Gardner absolutely dominated. Sydney made it 4 from 4 against the Giants across all games in 2024, which was quite good to see. And won a tight one by 3 points without their ruckman, which is a really good sign that they're winning without her. And Montana Ham even had to do a little bit in the ruck, and Cynthia Hamilton. There was what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 ruckmen in total across the two teams, which is quite a lot. But anyway, let's just jump into this game recap here. And yeah, Laura Gardner absolutely dominated. 32 touches, 16 of each, 5 marks, 8 tackles. Absolutely dominated the game. If I just go to this one, I just want to see with Sydney, does he have any tracking of it? Kennedy 87%, Sigeti none, she didn't play. Hamilton, Whelan, Davies, Hurley, and then Hamilton a little bit on ball. That's an interesting one, especially with no projected players to come back for the Swans in the near future. That's an interesting one to look at. Cynthia Hamilton. So yeah, we get to look at her in round 5 and we'll see how she does, because if she, as a forward, is doing that well, then that could be an interesting one. Just looking at Hamilton there. Cynthia Hamilton, average of 65 now, 765k. It's going to be quite tough to get her because she did miss the round 3 and then came back and did what she did. So that'll be an interesting one with her. 20 touches, 5 tackles for her, and 2 goals was pretty good. I don't think she'll do as well as that always, but yeah, a good start from her. If we just go back here, So yeah, Gardner is probably the one that you're looking at potentially. For me, it would be straight from Goody, but I just don't have the cash gen at the moment. And this is how all the injuries have sort of rocked my team completely and basically stuffed everything up, which can happen. And it is what it is. I definitely made some mistakes and stuff like that, and definitely some learnings. But yeah, definitely just one of those seasons where injury after injury. And when I saw Goering last night was off injured, I was just like, that's just typical me training into another injury. But she did come back on, but that's what was happening. But anyway, so Hamilton could be a nice stopgap, I guess, or just get the double points there in another position, especially just trying to continue upgrading the side. And so yeah, Cynthia Hamilton could be a way to get there. Beeson, 89. 25 touches, 15, 10, 3 and 4. Tanya Kennedy, 87. She did really well. 16 touches, 2 marks, 10 tackles. She's always going to be a huge tackler. Sophia Hurley, 73. 19 touches, 4 marks, 2 tackles. Surprised she's not as much of a tackler, but I guess that goes to Kennedy and Laura Gardner. Parker, 69. 7 tackles, 15 touches. Ava, 68 with 2 goals, 6 tackles. Whelan, 65. That was definitely a surprise, I guess. And how's Whelan doing? Whoopsie, that way. Mid 600k, no thank you. I thought she was like maybe a forward or something like that. I didn't know exactly where she was positioned. Surhoy, again, she's been probably one of the best rookies, honestly, to have, just because she's ultra consistent. Where is it? Here it is. I clicked on about 5 wrong tabs. 782k, she's and she's just been ultra consistent, probably going to go up. She would have gone up again from that Swans game. 58k rise, and yeah, she's been one of the best rookies to have, just alongside probably Goering at that point. So yeah, she was really good, and probably the surprise packet almost in a way. And then we move on. Steen, 62. O'Dowd, 62. She's been really good as well. 15 touches for her, 2 marks, 2 tackles, 18 hitouts. Alexi Hamilton, 59. 19 hitouts, 9 touches. Barudson got a little bit on ball, as you see with this here. She got 6%, not terribly much, but in the end she took over, I think, a little bit from the Sigeti role, who Sigeti just didn't have enough tank basically to go the distance. She was having like 40, 50, 60% togs, and it just wasn't good enough, to be honest, to help out the midfield. As you see here, some of the tools were the lower ones, and you see Whelan here actually 56%, Collier 57%. So That is a little bit annoying. But yeah, I just want to see, did Holly Cooper get any on-ball time, or was that just a fake out? That looks to just be a fake out, as she didn't spend any time on ball after being named on ball in the, or at least was named on ball originally, and then moved to the half forward flank, I think. So that was sort of a little bit annoying, as I do think she can play on ball a little bit, similar to like the Grig and that we're going through in the Western Bulldogs game. So there's that. Goldsworthy, 58. She really did struggle. Saw she was off for an injury for a fraction bit of time, but then came back on. 16 touches, two goals. She's just sort of not really putting up, I don't think, big numbers this year that she was putting up last year. And I think, 80 average is just really... I think we're seeing a very, very much an even spread this year. If we actually look at the averages here, you'll see there's there's the three big ones in Riddell, Rowbottom and Marinoff, and then you got Gardner at 107. She had a shocker of a game last night, and then you got Mimi Strom at 104, Anderson, Gardner, and then Hatchard. So you still have a fair chunk, but a lot of girls, it just drops off very, very quickly, I feel like, to a lot of the 70, 80 girls there. So I feel like this is almost like a, it's going to mean that there's going to be a lot of deflation in, I think, prices next year, to be honest with you, just thinking about it here. Because a lot of girls are just, a lot of the top liners aren't scoring as much, I would say, or more inconsistent than previously. Grundon, 57. She did pretty well as well. 4 tackles, 2 goals as well. Smith, 55. Had a little bit of time in the ruck. Tarrant, 54. Pease, 54. Montana Ham. Can they just play her bloody on ball? How hard is it to not play her like on ball? It's frustrating that she doesn't play more on ball, to be honest with you, as she's the one that can have the ability to turn into a really like a Rowbottom or Marinoff type of just absolutely get out of my way type of midfielder. Garnett, 53, even like Garner type midfielder. Gazelle Davies, 47. Bullas, 46. Randall, McAvoy, Tiny Evans. Evans is just really shot down just because she's playing that forward role. Sergeant Williams, 44. Brassendale, Holly Cooper, 39 again, just sort of scoring in those mid-30s. O'Sullivan, Newman, Zurika, Mowbray, Heads, 33. She's really fallen off this year. Maddie, and had 6 tackles as well to get to that total, which it wasn't good. Privatelli, Mitchell, and then you have some of the GWS girls, including Power with a 4. This was the most annoying thing. She also lost 100k, plus got suspended for a horrific tackle on the likes of Montana Ham, which then, for some reason, the exact same tackle happened 2 nights ago by Elisha Sheeran. Didn't get suspended. I was just like, this is just confusing. Inconsistencies also in the MRO with the women's side of it, so... yeah, it is what it is, and the AFL need to find a way to make it so that it's at least looks relatively equal, because, you cannot be ragdolling someone to the ground in one game, gets suspended for 2 games, and then another game gets off. So, anyway, that is the video there. If you did enjoy it, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and if you want to hear all of my other recaps and all my team fancy team previews, reviews, etc., there will be a playlist up on screen at the moment that you can click on and see all of that. But I guess I will see you guys in the last recap of the round 4. Bye, guys.